this kind of terminology into a film because, like you said, our concentration is on Taylor. And it's only because we're sitting here breaking these things down 1 minute at a time that we're being this hypercritical of what he's saying. Because if you were just seeing this the first time...
It just blows by.
Yeah. Right. And if you were seeing this for the first time as you are, but not watching it...
Over and over again.
Would you even care what he was saying? Because it's more of a, look at that.
It's like background filler, yeah.
It's an interesting way to put in all these thoughts and ideas without being heavy-handed and going, look, whoosh, we have masters.
The other thing, this is, I think, the first time that we see the women attending the audience are all hooded.
Oh yeah,
they all have.
They were gorillas.
They're showing mourning.
Yeah,
right. But it's only just the women. It's not the men. It's just the women, and they have the hoods kind of pulled over their heads.
Now I have a theory about that, though.
What is your theory about that?
As they ran through, I couldn't help but wonder. You're constantly cutting production costs on this film. Every one of them has their back to it. They also have a hood on.
You don't have to.
You don't have to put a mask on their face because you even look at the men. There's one or two that maybe you can see a little bit of a muzzle. The others have their back to the camera, and I guarantee you they just have a wig on.
Well, I would counter that in future minutes. We're about to see masks galore.
Yes, you do.
I would be surprised if they suddenly curtailed the people inside.
Okay, they might. I'll put it this way: maybe they put the crappy masks on.
That
we do see the crappy masks coming very soon, but you can definitely tell there is an effort to keep everybody looking away from the lens. Yeah, so that nothing is exposed. But I thought the hoods were very interesting as well. I thought it was a neat little touch.
It was something we hadn't seen yet.
Almost like a Catholic kind of. Covering your head in mourning.
Yeah, exactly.
Type situation.
Exactly. So he starts to kind of round the corner, and then one little teeny tiny, what do they call him? They call him a small fry on the script.
Oh, do they?
Small fry. Yeah. He kind of hears this little bit, kind of turns, walks away from his hooded mom, and goes, "Look, it's a man."
It's a man.
It's a man.
He
probably didn't say it quite like that.
But what I thought was kind of fun about him, how many people have we had in the ape costumes who have not affected their walk, their gait at all? And that kid gets him a little shuffle like he's an ape. And I thought, at least the kid's having some fun with it.
Yeah, it really depends on the actor how much they go for the ape lope.
Well, if you look at the guy we had, and I think it was even the last minute from last week, which I accused of being the worst actor on the face of the earth.
Dr. Maximus?
No, the gorilla. He's going to be taken to wherever it was.
Yeah. And
literally, he walked in as straight as a human could walk. So you've got that, but then you've got the kid at least being the whoop.
Is this the first child we've seen, technically?
First
one with a speaking line.
First gorilla child. We saw a humanoid child during the hunt being picked up and put on shoulders.
But we haven't seen. This is our first.
This is the first simian child that we've seen.
Yeah. I mean, when he rounds that corner, there were two people there, and I'm trying to remember if one of them was a child, but this is really kind of the first kid.
I think this is it. I mean,
we're going to see some more.
Yeah, there are in coming minutes.
Yeah, but it's kind of interesting. We actually get to see the first, what ape child would look like.
And I find it interesting that they're already dressed much like what they will be dressed when they get older.
There's no style. Yeah.
They're cast. They stay in that. They stay in that cast their entire lives. The minister freaks out in heaven's name. Get rid of that creature.
So I like him because he is exactly what I want a minister to be, even if he's an ape. The overacting, the hands in the air. Oh my God!
Keep those hands in the air all the way.
And in the coming minutes, my God, he is Moses parting the seas. But I don't want to get to that. But I found him at least amusing.
We haven't talked about the statue behind the minister yet.
Who is that supposed to be? Is that supposed to be their God, their Jesus?
Now, keep in mind, Sean hasn't seen anything. He's watching these minute by minute. So, if we share information, we're sharing it. We're kind of spoiling things. Do we talk about who the statue is?
You talk about what you know about it as of this minute.
Okay, then I can't tell you anything.
We can't tell you.
And I can't tell you what it is.
And that's one of the reasons I'm not.
So. Well, then, just based upon this soul minute here, we've now got a sense of some type of deity.
Yes.
It's very stylized. It has a very long torso and very long arms. They could have gone for a more proportionately correct version of this. I'm wondering, is that supposed to say something about the creature itself, or is that the sculptor's interpretation?
This deity, this prophet, this whatever this idol they have behind them, he's wearing traditional robes.
Mm-hmm. He is,
and he's got the traditional insignias where it comes down the side with rank or whatever whatever this thing is. Right.
I took the disproportionate,
and he is
nature.
an orangutan.
Yes, I took the disproportionate nature just to be artistic interpretation, almost like if you start getting into religious symbolism that we have, you could say Jesus came from another part of the world. He wouldn't be a white guy on a cross, and so they've interpreted it so that it did something, and that's it. I wouldn't take it.
CrossFit body up on the cross.
He does have the CrossFit body,
but there's nothing. There's the idol they have behind them representing a deity or prophet or whatever they have, Messiah there, does not look unique beyond the people that we've seen already. Well, there's nothing.
I mean, it's an orangutan, if nothing else. I mean, they're obviously putting one race above the others.
But it is orangutan, yeah, correct.
But when you start having Buddha at least looks human. Buddha has a big tummy in most representations that I know, and I'm speaking as a neophyte to that religion. So is that nothing more than what this is?
But when you think about that, the style of dress is different. When you look at our religious icons and the way that they're established,
they're dressed in their period's clothes.
They're dressed in their period's clothes.
Rather than our modern clothing, yeah.
So can we assume that this deity is something more modern
new,
as opposed to classic?
Or is their style just stagnated?
I really can't comment on that.
No, we can't.
No.
But when you look at his style of dress, it is not unique. It is not unique from the style of dress we've already seen.
No.
Whereas most of our religious and cultural icons actually have dated or period style dresses that is different than what we currently have.
There are thousands of years of history of that religion.
Correct.
This does not feel that way.
Correct.
Wow, I think that may actually be a really good place to end this.
To end this minute? Anything else, guys?
So I want to toss in a little bit of housekeeping, too, because as we've gone along, we're posting the episodes.
I wonder if anybody is listening to this Christmas episode or not.
So if you ever hear, and I thought of this week whenever I posted the clips, if you ever hear a monkey scream, that's because someone has dropped a cuss word. And we deem cuss words, probably damn and ass are not going to get bleeped. Anything above that.
Something like
yeah. So that thing you just heard was Richard getting bleeped. Because as it went along, there was a moment that Sean dropped one today, and I put something in there, and it was so abrupt. I thought, wow, if somebody's listening to this and didn't know, they're going, what the heck was that? So if you ever hear a monkey go, wow, then that's what's happened. Anyway.
All right, well, I guess that's going to wrap it up for this 8 minute. We want to go ahead and get our plugs in and say you can find all our social media information on MotA-Apes.com. If you want to get in touch with us, email us at podcast@MotA-Apes.com. If you want to find Richard, go to ZeusComics.com. If you want to find Todd, I'm very sorry. What are you doing with your life? But that'll do it for this week.
Lots of love.
I know. So for Todd and Richard, I'm Sean. We will talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
The minute of the Apes.